So I decided to ferment kimchi. This is what it looks like, or what's left of it. I fermented it for 10 days. So to talk about the microbes that were involved in making the kimchi, I want to talk about the bacteria that became the most dominant one, which is the lactate acid bacteria. It became the dominant bacteria when the other bacteria was suppressed during fermentation, and the initial step of salting the cabbage. The microbes that become more prevalent are, excuse my pronunciation, but Weissella confuse, Leuconostoc citrium, and Lactobacillus curvatus. The ingredients to make kimchi are Napa cabbage, ginger, garlic, salt, sugar, Korean radish, scallions, Korean red pepper flakes, and seafood flavoring. The seafood flavoring is purely just for flavor, but a lot of the vegetables, they inhibit fermentation of the kimchi, and they don't mess with the lactic acid bacteria. So that being said, I mean, each ingredient that was chosen, you can omit or add other ones if you want to, but those specifically that I put in there all have their own health benefits. The organic acids that became, or that came while fermentation, are acids like lactate, acetate, and succinate, and the bioactive substances like mannitol are created as well. Mannitol is an alcohol, so that's what was created. There is an initial pH spike, and then it lowers, and then it maintains after, depending on your temperature, it maintains at a certain amount of days. The temperature doesn't change, and it shouldn't. The most common way in Korea to make kimchi is to bury it underground. That way that the temperature is controlled, and a lot of it is made during winter so that it's kept warm. But I just put mine in a container and kept it out of the sun and in a corner. So there was that. Also, the only thing with the gases was that you don't want CO2 in it, so you constantly push down the because it wasn't packed tightly, it was actually just in a regular container. You push down on it so that you make sure that there's no CO2 getting in there in between the cabbages, because once you open it, it would fizz up like soda. I was successful in making the kimchi. That's why there's only this much left, because it actually was good. It fermented. I mean, you can smell it as soon as you open the container. And yeah, the only thing that I would change is cutting the cabbage differently. And I think I would actually include the seafood flavoring, but that's just following the recipe differently in terms of what I would do differently. I would probably actually try the way that they do it in Korea, just to see if it ferments any differently. Yeah, that's about it.